Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Quay, what's good? You on mute. Come off mute, sis.
Am I on now?
Oh, you on. You was on. What's up? What's up?
Hey, nothing,
How-
nothing, nothing.
Okay. Well, look, I am super excited about today's show. I'm excited to be back. Look, we took a little short hiatus last week because the people had things to do. The people was in other cities. The people was doing all the things, and so we are excited to be back this week with another episode, our 16th episode of the State of the
Yes.
Auxiliary podcast, brought to you by Passion in Performance. Quay, look, we're not going to delay a lot today, but definitely let's go ahead and start off with the question of all questions. What is the state of auxiliary for you this week?
Hmm. This week, the focus is really getting back in tune, getting life back in order, making sure that this is priority and everything else. So, yeah,
Mhm.
just getting back in order, really.
Understood, understood. Look, I think my state of auxiliary discussion this week, ooh, the people gonna be mad at me. I think the people are not gonna like my state of auxiliary statement this week, but it is what it is. I'm gonna say the state of auxiliary for me this week is respect and class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it there because we're gonna touch it later. I'm gonna leave it there, but we're definitely gonna touch it later. So that's gonna be my state of the auxiliary this week. I think we definitely have, some really good things to talk about today. I'm so excited to discuss our topic, which is right down below us: Summer Mass Band 2024. This is gonna be a great discussion. We have been holding out to let the season go through and to let our co-host over here get her little 1, 2 in, her 5, 6, 7, 8 in. We was waiting, so we was like, we're not gonna touch it. Trust me, y'all. I wanted to touch it for a good minute, but she was like, no.
No.
she was boss hogging me on the discussion. So I said, look, we're gonna wait, and I'm gonna let the people, enjoy, seeing all the footage, all the battles, all the things. So we definitely have done that. So look, we got a good show for you. We got some great, amazing guests for you today that are going to have this discussion with us on a panel discussion about Summer Mass Band 2024, the good, the bad, the ugly, the funny, and all the things in between. We're definitely going to get to have a organic conversation and talk about some of the things. And you'll get to ask some of the questions. Now, keep it cute in the comment section, sis. Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Keep it
Real
cute in the
cute.
comment section, okay? Because we
Real
definitely
cute.
lead with respect. We give respect, and we're going to make sure we have respect. Okay, so let's just make sure we keep that. So before we get into all of the great conversations that we're going to have, let's quickly do some, just some quick little notations. And so first and foremost, we got to talk about passion in performance. Way, look, I know it's been a while. You took a month off from giving your classes through passion in performance, but do we got any good news today?
Yes, classes are back this month, y'all. So we're gonna start with our stretch class. Both classes are July 28th, 2024. That is a Sunday. Okay, for the people who be like, why do you host classes on Sundays? Well,
I'm them people.
you are convenient for me. So starting with our stretch class, we'll have stretch class from 1:30 to 2:30. Then right after that, we're going to go into our Feel Yourself Advanced Stance class. Anyone and everyone is welcome to come to class. Advanced Stance starts at 3 p.m. This is for anybody who's trying to get back into dance and wants to just have fitness or just want to learn how to move and get into that groove. Come on out. Classes are free. Both of them are free. And anyone and everyone is welcome to come. Classes will be held at Duncanville Fieldhouse. And yeah, be on time.
Okay, that good. So look, we got the Feel Yourself Advanced Stands, y'all. This is where that heartbeat gonna come up. This is gonna be like a cardio class. It's slow music, but if you know Quay, she is an and count girl. So she going 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and she going and count you down. Okay. She's just that type of girl. I don't know what's wrong with her. She just can't do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Messy.
Oh, I'm very messy. Okay, and then we have her stretch class, y'all. She gonna really give you a good deep stretch while listening to calming music, focus music, inspirational. She's definitely gonna do it. She's done it even while listening to the church. Okay, she definitely will do. She will do all the things. So you can come, get your stretch in, and get the Lord all in one fell swoop. So look, don't be scared. Come to your Feel Yourself class.
Yes, my classes are no judgment zone. Okay, y'all. So don't be afraid to come in there and be yourself. Come and catch the vibes. All of that.
All of that. Okay, all of that. Also, this is not Passion and Performance, but it's brought through you through part of the Passion and Performance team. We have a special little video for you today.
Brandon's choreography is back in business. That's right, the award-winning choreographer Brandon, whose choreography has been filmed on Lifetime's hit TV show Bring It, is back in business. From stand counts, twirling, color guard, and many, many more things, Brandon is available for you. Oh yes, I'm not only stuck to majorette. I can do dance, liturgical, lyrical, jazz, hip-hop, and many, many more things. I even train drum majors. So, hit the QR code today and book Brandon's choreography.
All right, y'all. He back in business. I've been in retirement for about 4 good years, but I said, look, it's time to make my return. I'm starting to miss it a little bit. Sometimes we got to take a break from things that we love to get our fire back. It took me 4 years, but I am officially taking clients full time again. So, hey, y'all know what I've brought in the past. Those who know me know what I've done in the past. I definitely have been a great coach to a lot of collegiate girls under my wing. So I'm excited to get back into all the things. All right, y'all, we almost ready to start our panel. But before we do, let's remind you what today's topic is going to be. Quay, anything you got to say before we almost get started?
No, I'm actually ready to get into it.
I am super ready to get into it. Super, super, super duper ready to get into it. My eye is watering. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I'm crying over here. It's
Are you overjoyed?
I am. I don't know what I am. The devil is a liar and he's defeated right here in these tear ducts because he is definitely. The eye is watering. I don't know what's going on, but the eye is full on water mode. Okay, here we go, y'all. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves what today is going to be about really quickly before we get ready for our panel guest to join us. All right, that's our little sneak peek. Look, that video was done by your girl right there. Wait, your girl over there. Her over there. Oh, it don't like my finger. There you go. Over there. She's really good at those videos. We appreciate her for all the video footages that she does over here for the State of the Auxiliary podcast, because I can be very, very demanding. Oh, we forgot to say what's up to Instagram over there, Quay. What's going on Instagram? I see the Instagram is jumping over here. Welcome all of our Instagram people. Zorant said, I'm in support of the Jewels. Okay, Zorant, I hope I'm saying that right. Zorant. All right. He said, I'm in support of the Jewels. He or she is already ready to come in. They already ready to let us know what it is. All right. So what's going on? We see over there Instagram. We'll be checking out the comments. We can't put your comments on screen, but we can definitely read. We'll definitely keep you abreast of all the things that we got going on. All right, y'all. We're about to bring up our panel. We're excited to bring in these ladies from all of the locations that will be joining us, that were able to join us today. So I'm going to bring them on screen, and then I'm going to call out the team name, and the persons who apply with that team will say their name, okay, and who they are. Just a quick hello, who I am, and all the things, all right? So with that being said, here we go. Welcome our panel list for this evening. All right. We have some of our panelists on. I'm going to go ahead and start going down some of these team names. When you hear your team name or band called, let us know who you are and who you are in a quick, hello introduction. Okay. All right. So coming from LLI, I don't think we have anybody from LLI, but LLI, I don't even know their team dance name. So you have to do his research on that one. But the LLI dancers, I don't think nobody's here from that. All right, let's go with Alabama Sensations. Is that correct?
Nobody's
Alabama
either.
Nobody from Alabama. Okay. All right. Move in with our next one. Mob Squad of Mob.
Hi, hey everybody, it's Onicia, also known as Onicia. Just a little quick background, I'm from a Princeton J set, and this year for Mob, I served as a co-captain.
All right, come on, co-cap. All right, we have the North Carolina Elite Diamonds. North Carolina, not here yet, no problem. All right, keep it moving. 337 Elite Gems. No, okay. All right. We're going to keep it moving. We have, I know they're not here, but there was another team called GTA, but they're not here. Regulators. Anybody from the Regulators?
Nobody's from the Regulators.
All right. Next group, we have Georgia Alumni Mass Band, Sophisticated Jewels.
Hey y'all, my name is Alisa. This is my first year on the Jewels, and I'm a 2-year motion. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Baby, look, I like it when they put the comma period and the exclamation mark all in one sentence. Look, that was all that needs to be said. Okay. And then we have NOASB, Fleur de Lis. Anybody from the Fleur de Lis?
No.
No? Okay. All right. And last but not least, we also, not last, but we also have Memphis Mass Band, Blue Heat. I don't think we have any representation from there.
No.
And then we also have our own Dallas Legion Emerald Elites.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Hi, my name is Priscilla Marine, former Princeton J Set and Dallas Emerald Elite dancer.
Hello. Don't get on here acting shy now.
Hey, y'all. I didn't want to, what I'm saying? Starting up on here. Hey, y'all. My name is Ataya Garrett. This is my first year in summer band, first year as in a Emerald Elite, and I am a former Black Fox as well.
Okay.
Hey y'all, my name is Tariana. Everybody calls me Ty, and literally same. I am first year Emerald Elite and former Black Fox.
All right. Good. Okay. Look, we got all different collegiate experience, all different types of people, and several different teams represented. And hopefully our last few will be on with us to give us their perspectives from the 2024 summer season. All right, ladies. Well, welcome to the State of the Auxiliary podcast. We have a tradition here. I'm going to ask that question at the very end, but I want to go ahead and throw this question out at you. So your final question of tonight is going to be, what is your opinion of the State of the Auxiliary? I'm giving it to you now so that you can think about what that response for you will be at the close of our podcast tonight. Okay, we always ask that question from each dancer. It's whatever you want to give. There's no right or wrong answer, but what do you think the State of the Auxiliary is in today's time right now? Whatever your opinion is about that. All right. I'm excited. Look, we have had a very heated summer season. And I think we can definitely talk about a couple of different things. But before we get oh, go ahead.
Somebody didn't introduce themselves, and it's gonna bottle me up. It's gonna bottle me up.
Who I miss?
Unmute yourself.
Hi, we're back from technical difficulties. My name is Kiara. I am a first year Emerald Elite and a Fearless headquarters dance coach.
There we go.
Okay, come on. Look, all right. So we are ready to get started in this thing. I think we can start with our first topic and then we'll give a clip. So the way we're going to do this tonight is I'm going to show a clip from each team as we go throughout our discussion throughout the night. and even a few other quick little moments we might throw into the discussion. But we're going to let the conversation be organic. I do have some questions, as I've said to, as our audience knows, we always have guiding questions, but we try to let the conversation be as organic as possible. So definitely feel this is a great place, safe space. We always, and this is for our audience too, we don't do anything malicious or messy. So this is not the place for that. We do want to have real conversations, get real opinions and real lifetime experience. But what we do not want to do is put anybody in an uncomfortable mood, bash anybody or anything like that. So keep that in mind that we will not read or respond to questions that will go astray. Okay, so our first question, all right, our first question for tonight, and let's see, let's get a good one. Okay.
And when he asks the questions, y'all, don't be afraid to like start talking. Just go ahead and talk, okay?
All right, here we go. Let's start with the way we get to the performance day. What are practices like? I know a lot of people want to get into that thought, okay? So I know that this has been challenging. I know some of y'all have some great challenges and obstacles in your way, but what were practices like? You can give your experience. If there's something you cannot talk about your practice, we understand. So, but what were practices like? That'll be our first questions. Audience, feel free if you have some questions, throw those in the chat, whether you're on Instagram or any of our other streaming platforms that we're streaming live to right now. We'll try to answer those or flash those as we can. All right. Anybody first want to go with that question?
I'm hopping straight into it. Practice
Come
for
on,
me
Niecy.
was hectic, nerve-wracking, and just chaotic because I was trying to learn everything virtually because I live in Dallas and I had to find time for me to travel to Mississippi. So most performances like Meet the Mob, I got to Jackson that Thursday. Meet the Mob was the next day. For Independent Showdown, I was able to manage to be there that Wednesday, but it was that Saturday. And then for New Orleans, I just showed up that Saturday in New Orleans. Ain't practice with the team or nothing. But so my solo practices, I was in here crying. I was texting Kashaya and Maddie every day, like I need these videos because I'm not gonna embarrass myself and I'm not gonna embarrass the squad. But whenever I did make it to Jackson, especially when Shannon was there, because every time I would come, Shannon was coming from Atlanta. And if y'all don't know Shannon, Shannon is on your tail. And so she's like, Niecy, we ain't got time for you to be like, I was like, girl, just cut me. Just cut me. She's like, no, we're not gonna do that. But they were very motivating, I would say, in a sense, and that's what helped me stay dedicated for my practices. But practice was fun for the most part when Shanti wasn't yelling at us. But that's another story.
Okay, that's a lot of dedication. And I am very proud of you for your dedication. I can say that because well, neither here nor there. I'm very proud of you for your dedication. I've told you that behind the scenes. I'm definitely going to give you your flowers on the scenes. That takes a lot. That takes a lot to be traveling 6 hours. Dallas to Jacksonville, for those who don't know, is a 6-hour drive. Dallas to New Orleans, for those who don't know, is an 8-hour plus drive. So to see her, putting that amount of miles, that amount of time, traveling virtually, learning virtually, coming and slaying the way that she slayed, because I think it was a good slayage, and doing that shows her dedication, her commitment, and her heart. So look, Niecy, kudos to you. Zeron over on Instagram, I see your comment. We'll ask that momentarily. Thank you for the question. All right. Anybody else on this question?
I do want to say something, Niecy. Like that's how you know somebody loves dance and they passionate is dance. Cause who you know driving and flying that many times and like financially, it's the summertime. So like, and the way you perform, just regularly, the way you perform is it's just beautiful. So yes, again, like Brandon said, like that is a woman. That is a woman who loves dance, who passion is dance. And like that takes a lot of dedication and hard work that a lot of people don't got.
Amen.
Amen.
Y'all
All right. Anyone else on that one? Scylla, come on. I could say I show one here.
I could definitely relate. So I started with the team
And so we would have like our learning days, and then we drill everything, run everything. Then the next day we come in, run everything we just learned, learn some more, and then maybe work on field show. And then the next day again. So every time we learn, the next time we come in, it's just throw, practice everything we learned, and then learn some more. So we were continuously trying to keep on moving. So that's originally what happened. And then I had a similar experience like Nisi. I went on military orders, so I was with the team for 2 weeks, and then the remaining 2 weeks I went to Camp Shelby in Mississippi, where I was doing training. And so just like Nisi, I mean, I just had to not fly in. I drove into the performance on in New Orleans. So I came straight basically from base to go straight to the performance, and Miss Quay helped me a lot. She sent me all the videos and FaceTiming me and stuff. So I also had to learn through videos towards the end. But yeah, so I started with the team, and then as we got closer to the performance, I just had to start learning virtually because I was gone. I was on military orders. I was in that uniform, throwing counts outside.
You posted a video of you practicing with your counts in your uniform on base. I know them people be like, what is she doing?
Yeah.
But look, you was out there slaying in the uniform. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Did anybody else want to jump in real quick before I go to the fan question? Our first fan question.
Yeah, I have something to say. So for Dallas Legion, most of our practices were pretty productive. But when I say productive, some practices we have productive work and we have busy work. So our productive work practices kind of started towards the end when battle was coming or when performances were coming closer. Then we will practice to perform. Now at the beginning of summer band's season, we'll just practice just to know the material. So one thing I would say, I wish that our team would have practiced to perform from the beginning.
I agree.
Okay, that's good.
I also think that moving on, like the whole, like, you know, it's a short time span. The fact that we had auditions a month before the event, it was no room left to have, okay, maybe yes, maybe no, maybe they can get it, maybe they can't. It was no room for that. So I will say, moving on, like that, gotta go.
Heavy on gotta go immediately from the start at the beginning.
Yeah, they gotta go.
All right. Cool. Let's go to our fan question. I can't put this on the screen only because it's on our Instagram. But what I will do is say Zarant over on Instagram. I think I'm saying his name right. Zarant on Instagram says, who does each team specifically prepare for? Who does each team specifically prepare for? And that question is open to everyone, I believe.
We didn't prepare for nobody.
Okay.
Like when we started this vision for this team, we were just like, we're doing this for ourselves. Like Texas, Dallas, we just need to have a community of dancers. We have so much talent and a lot of diversity, you know. A lot of diversity. We have different dance styles. We have different body shapes, like very diverse. And we just wanted this to be like a fusion. Like this was just supposed to be fun. Like we didn't come preparing, or we weren't making up material like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw this against so and so and so and so. Like we really just want this to be fun, and especially for like our first year, like we just wanted to really show like who we were. So this was definitely about us. That performance y'all saw, it was just about us.
Thanks.
And just a side caveat note, Dallas has had teams before, but we've had several different programs. The band has been under different leaderships, different names, but we were one of the earlier summer band programs out there. So Dallas has been around for a while. The thing is, Dallas has reinvented itself a few times. So this is the first year for the elites, the Emerald Elites in the Legion band. That's the first year for that dance team. The Legion was in the second year, but the first year for the actual full dance ensemble. So just so y'all know, yes, Dallas was new, but they were not necessarily new as we've had teams before. I know Quay has danced on the Dallas team before. I know Priscilla did a moment last year, and I'm not sure about anybody else, but I know Quay has danced on the team previously, so under a different name, under a different leadership. And I've coached and directed and choreographed for a few of those lines under different leadership. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. All right. So hopefully that answered your question, Zaron. Thank you over on Instagram for your question. All right, ladies, we're going to move on into our first clip of the night. You'll get a chance to watch some of the teams. We're going to start off with the girls who kind of came out first. One of the teams that came out first, which was our Memphis Mass Band Blue Heat. I'm going to put them up on the screen real quick. We'll watch a quick clip from them, and then we'll go into our next question. Again, audience fans, if you have any questions, you feel free to add those in as we're continuing our conversation tonight.
Can you mute us?
Yes, I can.
Thank you for your video. Okay. Can't hear you, Brandon.
Girl, I just knew I unmuted myself. My bad. Guess I didn't click hard enough. Okay, that was the Memphis Mass Band Blue Heat dancers out of Memphis. Okay. I just want to quickly give a thought about the team. I love what they do. I love their uniforms. I love their count selection. To me is pretty good. They for the most part dance very clean. The one thing I think that I, as a spectator of watching them, because I don't know them personally, but as a spectator, I would love to see more energy. I feel like they have it in moments, but I feel like for me, facially wise, they seem very withdrawn. Not a lot of facial expressions, and I know I'm a facial expression type of guy. So to me, I love to see the facials when y'all are dancing. I think when I see much of a blank face, it just kind of I lose my interest some. That's my personal opinion. Nothing against the team. I mean, I don't know. That's just part of their stylistic. And I also miss when they were called the Vixens. I don't know if that was just under the new regime of leadership that they have for the Memphis Mads, but under the older leadership, they were called the Vixens. And the Vixens used to eat. So that's just my personal opinion, but that's neither here or there. But shout out to the ladies of Memphis Mads and Blue Heat. They are always doing pretty well. I just want them to come with their energy. I feel like they dance good, but I'm missing a little bit of the aggression. That's my personal opinion, but neither here or there. Anybody else before I move to our next question? Any opinions or anything anybody want to throw out there?
No? Shout out to my crowd, Sister KK. $6 still eating them up.
Come on. All right. So our next question, here we go. This is a great way to really get us into the conversations that we're heading into. Are there any rules to summer band? I'm just gonna let y'all marinate on that real quick.
So,
are there rules to summer band? Go ahead.
When I used to dance for the other, before we became Emerald Elites, there when I started, I was 16. So my first time, I was a little shooken up by everything that was going on. You know, there was no line, and there were no rules. And then, I used to be like, okay, this is something different. I don't necessarily think that it would be okay to do it if, you know, we were in a competition or anything, but it's summer band, we're alumni, I guess. It was new to me. So then I thought it was okay, but it was handled like, it wasn't so much social media. So I don't think there should be any rules to an extent, because social media makes everything more than what it is. You know, people have so much to say, or they feel a way about certain things. So yeah, I don't think there should be rules to a certain extent.
To piggyback on that, I'll say, like she said, we all are alumni, so I feel like some things should just be like common sense, like breaking lines.
Of course.
I don't know if people know me, but baby, you cut my line, you finna get towed up, which somebody did in New Orleans. Somebody from Regulators, they band came in, and I definitely body slammed him to the ground. Definitely. But I would say that's the only thing. Everything else is fair game, but don't go, you know, into the other people's minds, and then that causes a lot of chaos. Yeah. And don't be too close. Like I said, if I can punch you in your nose, then you should have been right there. But that's just, you know, me and
I want to say we didn't have no rules, but I feel like Quay said, to a certain extent, the stuff like small stuff like in practices, like if you ain't come for this amount of time, or like if you always late without a good excuse, you know, it's just like, what you doing? Like, it's gonna hinder us in the process of our performance. So like, I know everybody has like work and stuff because it's the summertime, everybody has their thing. But like, if you know you can come to practice and you kind of just like blatantly like late, or just like, you know, blatantly doing stuff, I just think it should be some caps on it, just a small one, because at the end of the day, we all here for a reason. And like,
I think the question is more so like at the battle, like, are there
at
any
the
rules?
battle?
Yeah, like, are there any rules at the battle? Like, let's say for instance, like Nisi just said, if I'm dancing and I hit you in your face, you shouldn't be that close, kind of thing.
Oh, well,
like,
then, yeah, that one right there.
Like, if it's anything like that. Now, I feel like they're gonna be disses and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel like it's any rules on that. If you gonna diss, you gonna have to, you know, do it. You know, so it is what it is. It's what you make it. But like I said, it's an extent to things, certain things.
Over on Instagram, Zarant said, number one rule, don't spare nobody. And hey, shout out to Mariah over there on Instagram. I see your message over there. I'm glad you got your schedule. One of my students said that she got her schedule over there. Shout out to you over on Instagram. Come on, students. Come on, get that 7th grade schedule in. All right. All right. So yeah. Okay. So I want to piggyback into this question. I'm a little older. Well, I'm much older than most people on the panel. But with that being said, yeah. But with that being said, I come from how do I put this in words? I come from the early stages of the battle era, I guess. Definitely, when summer band kind of first kicked off, in the mid tens or mid 2000s, and even when it comes to community dance teams, in that Bring It era and all that kind of stuff, I've done all of that. So for me, I think when it comes to battle, there's not a lot of rules, but I think there is the unspoken rules. You don't get to the point of being so close that, as Nisi said, I can reach out and punch you, or that, I understand dancing on somebody or up in somebody, getting in their face doesn't always mean literally getting in their face, if that makes any sense. I think there is an invisible line, kind of like when you do community battles, or if you want to go back into the Bring It stage, if that helps you visually. I think there is a sweet spot of we don't get too close, only because I think in the heat of the moment, and although it does make good videography, good moments, sometimes in the heat of the moment, you don't know what people's mental space is. And I think dance, in my opinion, I've always taught this way, dance is a conversation without words. So what I'm doing with my body speaks upon the conversation I'm having with you. And although we may not necessarily be speaking, although there was a lot of talk this year, although we may not be speaking, I need to make sure that whatever we're having this conversation through dance, that it doesn't get to a point where our conversation becomes an argument. It's a conversation, right? I think sometimes it crosses that line. So for me, not a rule per se, but I think there is a unspoken rule of there's like an invisible line. We can get real close. We can, get, whatever. That's just me, but I'm a little older. I think I'm a little more old school rules when it comes to that. I know the newer age era may not agree with me, and I'm okay with that. I stand 10 toes down on what I said. I just feel like there's an unspoken rule. I think it's to a point where it looks like a brawl or a fight. That's my personal opinion. I just think that kind of takes a little far. And then I think nobody worked that hard and prepared that hard to come and get into any type of situation over dance. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get that deep. That's just my opinion. But sometimes in the moment, say something will trigger you, or emotion could trigger you. We don't know people's triggers. And I think that's another thing we have to also keep in mind, that the triggers can be pushed. Did you want to say something? Go ahead.
I would say keep it dance. I don't like whenever it starts getting like personal, like on social media, and like starts getting like petty and messy. Like, just keep it dance. Like, I believe in friendly rivalry and like, calling out and stuff, but still keeping it fun. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when dance becomes too personal.
I agree. I agree. I always, one of my things I always coached was, we don't talk. The conversation is through what we do on the field. If we can't have that conversation through the material we brought together, then there's nothing for us to say. Because talking on the internet or talking on the phone or texting or whatever, whichever way y'all choose to communicate these days, that doesn't lead anywhere. You can say anything, but it's what you prepare and what you bring and how your execution goes that really tells whether you can back up whatever. So the words are really pointless unless you can back it up.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go to our next clip. Unless anybody has anything else to say, again, we're reading audience questions as they go. So just feel free to keep putting those questions in the chat. This next group is going to be coming from the dance team for LLI. Okay, I believe all of these dancers are high school, so I wanted to quickly shout them out since they are part of. They were in the summer band experience. I do want to shout them out. So again, this band is mainly of high school students. As well as their dance line, I believe, is all high school students. I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive they are all high school. All right, so here's a clip from LLI. All right, that was our clip of LLI. And again, the LLI dancers, I believe that is an all high school dance team. All right, we have a new person joining us and coming from uh, Georgia Alumni Mass Band and from the Sophisticated Jewels. We have y'all. Please don't butcher me. If I butcher her name, I'm gonna try my best, but I'm gonna let her introduce herself so I don't say it wrong. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Introduce yourself and give us just a quick little bit about yourself.
Hey everyone, I'm sorry I'm late. My name is Ferrier Harris. Yay is what I'm usually going by because a lot of people be messing my name up. But I am a former Golden Girl at Alcorn State University, and I just currently marched with the GAM as a sophisticated jewel this summer.
Yes, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the podcast. We've only asked two
Nice to meet
questions.
you.
Uh, yeah, so we are definitely gonna get it in. So y'all, look, we have Sophisticated Jewels represented on here, so definitely the conversation is gonna get even more experience. So Ferrier, real quick, I just want to quickly backtrack and see if you have anything you want to add to the conversation we had. We've only had three questions. One was a fan question. The first one was if you want to add, you don't have to say anything if you don't. The first one was what were practices like? If you have anything interesting that you want to give on that. The second one was, are there any rules to summer band? And your third one was, what team did you specifically prepare for? Those are three questions we've answered. I wanted to give you a chance to weigh in on that if you feel like you have something to contribute.
Okay, well, I can briefly answer all three. So practice, from a jewel's perspective, it's pretty much like family, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, oh my god, I'm finna go see my cousin again for the fifth time this week. It was pretty cool. For me personally, I had to travel back and forth like about an hour, hour and a half every day, Monday through Friday. So I will say that once practice, was in session, we definitely got down to business, and all still kept like a really friendship level. It was like a nice little vibe, I guess you could say. Um, are there any rules to summer band? It's like a yes and no. You know, it's like some rules. It's like a obvious don't do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be getting up in people's face on some. I got beef with you type thing. Like that's obviously a rule because why do that? It's dance. But at the same time, it's not, it doesn't have the same decorum as a collegiate level team, like in season. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a brand, you have sponsors, you're under a university. It's like a completely different thing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, for the short end of that question, there's really no rules for real. And as far as teams that I was ready for, I was ready for everybody this summer. Like being a part of the summer band, not having those rules and indulging in such new experiences, I literally was ready for every single team because it was so cool to see what it's like outside of a restriction in person. So yeah.
Good answer. Thank you. Look, she hit all three of them real fast, real fast. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the conversation. Look, we're going to get into the next quick topic. As I said, we're going to continue showing a clip of each group as we go through. We had about 10 to 11 teams. So as we go through each question, I'm going to show a clip. Our next question. Now, this is a good one. I really hope y'all have an opinion or something you want to give about this, because this is a question I really want to know because it irritates me as a spectator, but that's just me. Here we go. All right. Crowd control. Are they in the way? And that's, you already know, y'all been on the field, y'all see how it gets. It gets very middle high school, circle in on you, fight style. How do y'all feel? Does that give you more energy? Does that pump you forward? Am I too old and I'm just outdated? Or do you feel like move out the way so we can really execute and do what we need to do? Does it limit what you can do? Does it hinder some of the things maybe you prepare for? Give us the insights on what you think if you have something to give. I'll open the floor.
For summer bands, for me, I don't think it's as bad as it is on a collegiate squad. On the collegiate squad, they just don't care. But the summer bands, I feel like they give you your space to do what you got to do. However, since it's so much chaos going on, I know for me personally, like I'm not even concentrating on the dances no more. I'm trying to I'm posted up trying to make sure anybody behind me finna do something crazy. But I just say, I mean, that probably answered it a little bit, but that's pretty much it on what I gotta say on that topic. So I'm very alert, vigilant, but I think that comes with my job. So
it definitely comes with your job. It definitely comes with your job. Thank you, Nisi. Anybody else on crowd control? Anybody feel anything different? Smash Time, I am not too old and outdated. I see you over there on Instagram. It's the shade for me.
Well, I'll just add, I do feel like it's like a happy, what's the word? It's like a happy medium when it comes to crowd control, because on one side of the stick, it's like, okay, you got people that's like amping you up, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I feed off of energy. So when I have somebody beside me record me like, oh yeah, you better show out for me. It's like, all right, bet I got you. Let me go ahead and tighten up real quick. But on the other side of that same coin, you have some people that's in the crowd that just takes this a little too serious than what the actual dancers do. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it like a messy, chaotic environment at that point. Like obviously with summer band, you're gonna have fighting counts, you're gonna have middle finger counts, you're gonna have shooting counts. At the end of the day, we know how to receive that and not take it, with so much animosity and pressure. It's the crowd control in that moment. Some people that'll just come in and make it bigger than what it is. And that's when it's like, all right, get out of the way. Because we ain't asked for all it. We didn't ask for all it.
I definitely agree. Anybody else want to give their opinion on that? I know for videographer purposes, especially if they're doing stand view from the stands, it gets really hard to see what is being done on the field because the crowd has pushed in so far. It almost Invisaligns the dancers and even some of the bands, which I know at least they stand on the chairs or benches, so they kind of have a little bit of elevated height. But for the dancers, if y'all are doing something really great down there, if the videographer is not right upon y'all and they're trying to get that wide stand view, like they do from the field battles, it gets really hard to see anything that's being executed, especially on their lives. For those who are watching or streaming, that I know that kind of takes a little bit of a hit there. But anyway, anybody else would like to weigh in on crowd control? Feel any kind of way about it? I'm probably the only one, I'm sure.
I have something to say. Like from the outside looking in, it's like I'm just saying from the outside looking in because we didn't get to, you know, battle up with everybody else. It was like no room for the dancers to dance because of the crowd, and I just wish that um they weren't all on the field with the dancers. Kind of maybe y'all could move the gate up a little further, but not be right here where the dancers at. Let the dancers battle because how are we finna dance and you're right here on my shoulder? You know. Now I'm trying to do like a I don't know a leap into a split or something. I'm finna kick you in the face. You know.
Hmm. I saw that when y'all were doing y'all's field show that when y'all came forward with
Who
that was that a jete that y'all did? It was either a stag turn into a jete. But I know y'all went down to the ground and it was like, wait a minute, it's people like right there. It's like y'all had no space. But I saw that. All right, cool, cool.
I have
Anybody else want to
something.
go? Go ahead.
Yes. I feel like you know how when we first got in, right? Everybody was in the stands and behind the bar or whatever. I feel like that was great. And then if they're gonna allow them to come onto the field, I feel like they should have a section where they like cut it off to where you can't get past the bars and stuff because like who said it? I think Ferrier said it. The crowd does make tension between the dancers. It is true. It happens in person and it happens online as well. So there's probably already built up tension from online. Then when you get in person, the people are just adding more to the fire because they seen what happened online. So I do feel like it needs a cut off somewhere just for us and our safety. Because again, sometimes people do a lot and do make it more than what it is, and like you said, it could cause a whole catastrophe. When all of
Literally. My
what?
bad. Because I just got irritated about something real quick that I thought about. Because that's even like, okay, when you're a dancer, everybody knows you're not supposed to cut nobody formation. You got to get out the way, move back, or you're going to get hit. It's
Right.
not a we're trying to intentionally hit you. So if I'm sitting here dancing, that's not fair to me that I gotta dance with T-Rex arms and you over here like, yeah, because I wish they would hit me and I'm a da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, baby, you in my way. Like, it's like you can't even dance with that. What's the it's obviously a rule, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a rule that everybody knows as a dancer, like don't cut formations, get out
Yeah.
of people's way, push them out the way if you need to. It's like you can't even do that with the type of crowd control during the summer because people be amped up, drinking all day, ready to fight,
Okay.
got
That's
animosity, and
another
it's like
thing.
I'm at risk at this point because you feel some type of way. That's just so crazy to me. I love
Yeah.
it though.
It's
I
That's
say
fun.
why
cool.
y'all need to tell y'all band directors to caution tape y'all off like Travis did us.
I was just gonna say kudos to Mob because I did notice that during the last battle that y'all was in, y'all had a section blocked off for your chairs, and then another section blocked off for y'all to like stand and deliver whatever routine that y'all had put together. And to me, it kept a safe distance between y'all and the fans. It allowed the videographers to do their job and get clear footage, but it also allowed y'all to have a barrier of safety to where you could execute, but know that ain't nobody walking past that. And so far, the fans really respected the space. And y'all even had somebody guarding the tape. I saw they was on duty. So that made to me, I kudos Mob and Mob Squad for that because they really guarded their girls and they really make sure y'all were protected so that it didn't get to a point, but y'all was still able to bring your heat, deliver your material, and do good. That's just my opinion. But again, like I said, I'm a little older than everybody on the panel.
I really think that was because, like they said, the crowd ends up making it a bigger deal than what it is because I got on social media and I got half of my squad arguing with another team, crowd, and fans, and I'm like, what is going on? And I think that's really why he did it, just because of all the threats he was getting. Like some dancers was being told, like they finna come pull up when we get there, like come whoop they. Well, we on Facebook and stuff, so whoop they tail and everything. Like it was a lot of threats that was coming in. So I think it was more so just to try to prevent it. But that didn't do anything because somehow we still ended up over there. That's why I said I really like real vigilant because I'm like nobody better not step this way to me. 'Cause, yeah, but yeah, that's all.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, that gets a little bit far. That's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Was these fans? Oh, okay, interesting. All right.
Okay.
Anyway,
Next
all right.
question, y'all.
Say again.
Next question.
All right, we're gonna go to our next clip, and then Quay is gonna deliver our next question. All right, here's our next clip. We're going all the way to the state of Alabama, and we're gonna be looking at the Alabama
Who's coming?
sensations. All right, here we
Go.
here we go.
Good job, ladies.
All
Um,
right, good job, Alabama. This was their first year, right?
I think so.
I believe, yeah, I think this is the first time we've had a Alabama band. But yeah, good job. I think they came very prepared. Good job. I ain't got much else to say, but I think they came very prepared. Material was good. Come on, Quay.
All right, y'all. So I would like to know how did your team come up with the material or inspiration that you all delivered at Choose Battles? Anybody? Anybody? Anybody can answer.
Well, my team was very inclusive. So we had an Orchesis, we had a J Set, we had a Motion, we had a Black Fox, we had some of everything. So everybody brought their styles in. Now, what I will say, Dallas is known for having like a specific style to us, Dallas dancers. So we tried to take our collegiate material and kind of mold it to look like, who we are, so to say. So yeah, that's how we came with our material.
I
Who?
would like to add that everybody was included. So not one person or two people made up anything. It was really every single body made something from like a marching, a march out, from closing out to closing in, from stands to field material. Like every single one of us made something. So it wasn't just inclusive to one or two people or whatever the case may be. Like everybody had input on something, which made it more and more inclusive and diverse for our team.
Yeah, it was kind of the same for us too. Like, sometimes we will all just kind of come in, like if we just have this random idea out of nowhere, we might bring it to practice one day and be like, "Look, I think this would be T. We should add this somewhere." Or a lot of times, we always bonded a lot. with the jewels and stuff outside of practice. So sometimes we might all come together and be like, all right, I got 1-8. I got like a little 1-2. I need somebody to do a 3-4. I need somebody to do a 5-6. And then next thing you know, the whole thing T. Like, oh, this kind of cute. So it's just, we just always just, I don't know. I really feel like they really feel like my siblings for real on that team. I feel like because we just always bonded so hard, it was so easy for us to just have some inspo. Like we'll literally just be chilling. We might hear like a nice little beat on the song and be like, hold on, because that'll eat. And then just come up with something.
All right. Anybody else on the inspiration? Your material inspiration? Because look, there's a lot of material being thrown out there. A lot of material, a lot of fighting, a lot of hair pulling, swinging bats at people, handcuffing people, dolls coming out of boxes. I mean, it was a lot going on out there. It was a lot of things happening, running up on the people, crossing lines, shooting birds. It was a lot of bird shooting. Oh, we shot a lot of birds. It was a lot of bird shooting. It was a lot. So, I mean,
I'm just playing.
I mean, it was just
I'll just play.
It was a lot. It was a lot of material, a lot of thoughts, a lot of a lot of concepts, even the science. So it was just good to see, creativity. I will say this year, I think there was a lot of creativity that was brought. Whether you agree with what they did or not, there was a lot of creativity brought. I think when I think about some of the past years, it's been a lot focused on just getting the right count, making fire counts. I think this year it was really visual, making sure that the counts is getting very much more visual, very much more having a concept and building the choreography around the concept. So I really did like that because it makes it more entertaining in a sense, when it's done, when it's executed right and it didn't cross any lines or anything like that. But I think it definitely made it very entertaining to not only the teams, but to the audience. I think it kept the fun and the fire there for the energy. All right, cool. Anybody else?
All right, next question. All right, so what team is, who do you feel like, okay, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but who do you feel like is overrated and why? Who do you feel like is underrated and why?
That's a loaded question. So that's a double question. What team is overrated and what team is underrated? If you
I don't
have
think
any,
anybody is overrated only because everybody puts in their time and efforts to the squad. So I don't think whatever anybody does is overrated. Now underrated, I'm gonna say it's 337. And I'm only gonna say that because let me tell you, I love me some 337. I love the captain, but after that whole debacle with them and regulators, it was like they got negative back to back, but yet like another team, like if we did it, we was praised for it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's one something to talk about. And since they're high schoolers, they feel like they can sit there and bully them because they're high schoolers compared to a grown woman sitting here being able to, defend themselves better than a high school student. But I think they're definitely underrated. When they came and did our little competition at Friday before Independence, we gave them like a hug. We had a whole talk. We did the whole geek count. Like I love them. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's them.
I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like another underrated team that that spectators and stuff try to portray is Dallas. Like I don't like how when we were at the battle of the mayhem at the Mecca or something like that, a lot of people wasn't putting Dallas in the conversation. Like when you really sit there and look at them clips, baby, y'all was coming for blood. I was like, okay, because I remember when they first came in and they had on that green unit with the blue fringe. I said, oh, who is this? And then it's like everybody just was so big on, all of the other teams that people was really sleep on y'all. And I had to go back and look for myself and I just had to give y'all flowers. Like y'all material, the cleanliness, like the unity, like everything was just like on point. And I was really mad that nobody was talking about y'all. That made me mad a little bit because I was asleep. Y'all gagged me.
Yeah, because that WAG count, I was like,
okay, Priscilla. baby.
Yeah, y'all gave me bad.
Yeah, you got Quay up there with all that. It was just like,
All right now.
My God. Oh,
Because the
I
people
want.
fave, they fave.
Yeah,
They love that. Give everybody a chance. Good
yeah,
God. But
yeah.
I want to say a team that's also underrated to me that I think people talk about was the Sensations, the Alabama with the
I
blue.
agree.
They did
Mhm.
so
Like
good, and
them.
I thought they was gonna come to Mayhem in America, and they look so pretty. They look real clean. Like I really loved them, and I was seeing people saying like they were like basically just not good things all the way besides just the uniform. I was like, that's crazy because they look good. Like the material looks
Right.
good, the counts look good. They look clean and uniform. Like they was ready and prepared just as like everybody else was.
Yeah, I agree. I like them too. I thought they were clean. Material was nice. And another thing, this is not necessarily about anybody, but I think somebody said it. They were like people go for their faves, and that's fine.
I
But
see.
oh yeah, people go for their faves, and that's fine because I mean it's cool to support your faves, but don't downgrade somebody or a team, because of who you're going for, right? And like Nisa said, everybody worked just as hard, so that shouldn't happen. I also feel like material. I feel like people are used to looking at certain things, and when they see something that's not what they're liking, it's like, okay, what the hell are they doing? Ooh, what are they doing? So I think people need to get used to like versatility also,
I'm
because you
a,
see the same thing. Like you're not gonna see you're not gonna see, like mob do what regulators do. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna see that. That's two different things. Like, and you have to get used to that. You can't think everybody's gonna look like somebody just because you like this somebody. So yeah.
I'm going to add into that. I definitely believe that 337 is underrated. Um, and knowing now that they are all high school girls, I didn't know for sure. I figured they were like maybe coming out of high school ish. But if they are truly all high school girls, then I definitely believe they're underrated. I think I've watched that team the last 2 to 3 years, and they definitely have improved with each year. They step it up a little more each year, and I can definitely tell they're trying to get into their creative bag and present, what they want to present. I have other thoughts. I'll hold those for now. But I do believe they are underrated. I think they do. I think they definitely did a better job this year than I've seen them do in the past 2 years. I think that I've seen them, and I did like some of what they brought. I can definitely tell, some things that, in my opinion, could help them, present it better. But as far as the material, I definitely think they had some material there. I also believe, for whatever reason, I feel like this year it feels like people really are underrating Blue Heat. I like them. I don't think they're an in your face team. I don't think they have to be, but I think their material is very solid. I think they're very much in their box doing them. We come to dance, have a good time, and leave. I don't think they come for the rah rah. That's my opinion. I mean, that's what it's given me for the last 2 years or year or so since they've changed names. So I really believe they are just, we gonna come, we gonna throw our 5, 6, 7, 8, we gonna do what we do. If you call us out, we gonna give our response, and we gonna move on. And I feel like they are underrated because they're not the rah rah. But
Yeah.
I do like what I've seen from them.
I would say their material is different, and that's why I like it. So I do like their material.
Um, I know ain't nobody else gonna answer the question, but I'm gonna answer because I don't care. Overrated. I'm gonna say Florida Lee and Regulators. I do believe both of them are overrated. I don't think that they're bad. Don't be wrong. They are great at what they do. So I don't want let me put that in the clip. They are great at what they do. I think people fave them because they have a lot of faves on the team or leadership. I don't take away from what each team brought. I think each team is great at what they do. I think each team brings what they're going to bring. I definitely believe they come ready to battle and ready to give you everything they got. I just think people put them on a pedestal because of the makeup of the team. That's just my opinion. It's not nothing to do with the choreography or presentation. I'm not judging that. I'm just saying in the sense of crowd reaction, I do think they sometimes are a little overrated. Because there's other teams that are bringing the heat just as best as them, especially this year. I definitely seen some teams be right there with them when it came to choreography and everything else, but those teams are not necessarily the crowd's choice or the perspective choice. So of course they don't get the hype of what some of the other teams get. So that's my opinion. It doesn't mean I'm right, but that's just my take on it.
Your opinion. That's how you feel.
Yep. All right. Anybody else before we move on to the next clip? I think we hit it. Yep, we good. All right. Next clip, we're going to Georgia Mass Band, and we're going to look at the sophisticated jewels. All right. Here we go on sophisticated jewels. All right, that was our sophisticated jewels. Look, I definitely believe they brought what they came to put an exclamation on whatever they had to say. I have no questions about what they did. I think they came with the exclamation. It wasn't even a conversation, just exclamation. Because I think this is the cleanest, most energetic, sharpest team I've seen them have thus far. No shade to the teams of the past, but this team just seemed like they had a different hunger. That's just my opinion.
Can we have a moment of silence for the glam quickly? Can we have a moment of silence for the duo, Pat makeup, real quick pair at the beginning of the stem routine?
Okay.
Can we have a moment of silence of the plop on the floor? My God.
Can we have a moment of silence for the uniform, like wearing it? Okay.
The tube uniform. Can we have a moment of silence for them just entering into my bed at this point, please?
Okay.
Oh my god, y'all stop.
I literally love y'all so much. Like
Enjoy watching y'all for real.
everything y'all have done, like I just love staring at my phone. Like y'all look so good, so clean. Y'all are so gorgeous and like handsome. Everything just be up to par. Everything is just so creative. Like I love little details. Like and you just like watch them. You can catch like little details and it make you want to be like, hold on, did they just do that? Let me go watch it
Yeah.
again. They did just do
That
that. I
means
love
so
that.
much. That means so much to us because, like, literally with the season that we were given, that was like our first battle the whole summer.
Yeah.
Everything up to that point was really like a showcase for real. So it just means a lot to hear that confirmation of like, you know what, y'all actually did a really good job. Because though we do have a lot of faith within ourselves, you still got that reality of, okay, these other girls been battling each other all summer. Like, what we finna come? So that feel really good to hear that confirmation. So thank y'all for real.
Oh.
Yeah. Hair whip, body roll, girl. Y'all just gave me everything that I love. I felt like the energy was matched everywhere. I feel like y'all are a team that
Mm-hmm.
knows who you are. You can tell like y'all have an identity for your team and it just
Mm-hmm.
looks so good. Like everybody just matches the style so well. Everybody that's like on it looks like they were meant for that team. Like it just looks so good. I've definitely enjoyed it. And I like that y'all are such like a I don't know. Y'all are such a friendly team. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy radiate positivity towards, not just in your performance, but to everybody outside. And so
Yeah.
I don't know.
'Cause
I'm just a breath of fresh air, honestly.
when she came to us when we was
Yes,
when
I
we
was
was
just gonna
there,
mention
we was
that.
there, we was having a day, girl. We was having a day.
A
And you came
day.
over there and you lifted our spirits, I swear. Like for real. So yeah.
Oh my
You was
gosh.
great.
That mean a lot for real. Cause I was like, oh my gosh, that's some girls. That's some same girls that was eating it up over there. Let me go say hey. We had a ball.
Okay.
We did too. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Okay.
over on the Instagram, Zarant is giving all flames for sophisticated jewels, and he says 1,000 out of 10. So look, y'all have elevated the bar. All right, our next question. This was also a fan question, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask it now since it came up. What other team did you really like besides the one you danced for? And it's a caveat to that. And what other team would you dance for, no matter what state, if you were, able to dance for that team in the state that you saw this season? I'm assuming.
You just saw them.
Literally.
Yeah.
Not gonna yai, the jewels or mob. I don't care. I want a buck. I want to look that good. I want to shake in my friends on my legs. Both of them, if I could. No, literally, I would definitely be at mob too. Baby, y'all be getting down. I want to do that jumping count. I want to be in the moment when y'all do that jump count. Yup. Mm-hmm.
The booty pop count.
I know what
That.
you're talking about.
Pop,
I know
pop,
exactly what
pop.
you're talking about.
I want to be able to
Mhm.
experience that count. Like, my God.
Yeah.
Mine
It's
brought back one
jewel.
of my favorite old things.
Yeah. The booty pop.
Mm-mm. Mm. 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 Shoulder, shoulder, something. I love that count. They brought that count. I think that was like an 18 count, 17 count, somewhere in that
It's
range.
a 16.
16. No,
It's a
not the
16.
count number. I mean, when it came out, when they debuted it, I think that was.
Oh, 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 oh.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite counts for mine. When I came back with that one, I was like, okay, they've been digging in the book, digging in the book. I was here for it. All right. Next question. No, I'm sorry. Anybody else? I think mostly I answered that question already.
Yeah,
No?
I really like the Jewels. I would dance for them. And I know we just said they're overrated, but I like the regulators.
I
I
was
really
just gonna
think
say.
they're clean. They come with it every time. People be having stuff to say about them because they set the bar so high. But even last battle, I thought they looked really good. So I would dance for them as well.
Come on, regulators. Look, I just said I think they're overrated, but that was based on crowd perspective, not what they present. I think they are a very clean team. You cannot take that away from them. They're very clean, they're very poised, and they come ready. that I can never take away from them. I'm only saying just from the fandom of it all. I think that they get a lot of overrated. Like they're put way here, and there's other teams that are right there, at that bar with them. I think, in my opinion. All right. Yeah, that question was so fast I wasn't ready. All right. Oh, all right, y'all. Let's get into some real conversation. Let's if you have a response, let's get into some real one. Okay. What moment were you not a fan of?
Go ahead.
Just like in the band, like the summer band, like the battle we just had type.
Yeah.
All of summer mass band. All of
Not
summer
having water, not having chairs, not having towels.
Y'all didn't have no water and chairs?
We had now wear the water bottle, now towel, now chair. That's a very fond moment that I was not a fan of.
And it was hot. Like I know it'd be hot in Texas, but it was hot out there. It was hot.
That's normal. It's hot.
Dancing and being out there from 4 to 10 without a singular water bottle, barely a chair, barely a towel, no snack, no food.
Speaking of towels, let me just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I don't like how people really tried to make the whole towel thing seem like we was just trying to comfort their neck and like really hate and despise them. That was not the tea. Like the tea is sophisticated Jews and Florida Lees really have like a really good relationship, and people really tried to drag that so bad. Like people tried to make it so much bigger than what it was, and it pissed me off. I was not a fan of that. It was not that serious. It really wasn't that serious, for real. But you just had to be there to know that it wasn't that serious.
I thought the towel thing was cute and respectful. I mean, y'all was throwing it, but like it wasn't like hurting nobody. Like it was people on people's faces doing way worse. I thought the towel thing was just kind of cute. Well, most of everybody was throwing it on the ground. I think one or two people might have actually, threw it in somebody's face, but it initially started with y'all just throwing it at them.
Because she threw it at their face first. She picked them up.
Yeah, the lady picked all of them up and threw it on my homegirl.
Yeah, and that's where it got chaotic.
Okay. I felt initially it was real cute. Everybody just came and like slung it down. I thought it was real cute.
Because it was supposed to be like a little gag. It was supposed to be like a little gag because we had like a cute little saying on the towel. So it was supposed to be like we just threw it on the ground, and then once you pick it up, it's like, oh, wipe the floor with that ass. Ooh. Like they didn't. It was gonna be something real cute, but I didn't appreciate how people just kept talking about how it's so classless and distasteful. What do you mean? It's summer band. Like we literally be shooting birds and jumping, hitting all types of splits out the truck. Everything classless, baby. At some point, like be for real. I didn't like it.
Over on Instagram, Zarant said, "I wasn't a fan of regulators repeating stands." Zarant, them comments, it's too much. It's too much. But I think a lot of people repeated stands though.
Yeah, because I did.
It's okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of people repeated stands.
I wasn't a fan of uniform popping. That shit pissed me off. Oh. Okay. And then me having to fix it myself. Thank God somebody was on the side helping me. Two of my sorors. So yeah, that drove me. I didn't like that.
What's up, Showtime? Look.
Yeah, I think that was had a lot of like internal problems, but like to make a general statement, I wasn't a fan of all of the fighting. Like when 337 had got into it with girl, that had me on my toes when I came to New Orleans. I thought that was gonna be it. So I wasn't a fan of that, and I wasn't a fan of our field show, but that's another Dallas problem.
Girl,
that's another Dallas problem. It just felt there you go.
I thought the field show was kind of good.
No, you're not gonna do that. We're not gonna let you do that.
Y'all,
don't even do it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's cool. It's okay.
I digress. Kaylon over on Instagram, I hope I said it right, says it happens, laugh out loud. Sometimes you got to hit that count again.
Yeah. Musicality matters.
Yeah, it does. It does. Look, so mm, I am not a fan of teams breaking other teams' rank.
Yeah.
I am not a fan of dance becoming a brawl. I have never, and I have done battle. I have been a battle coach. I have done mass band before, and we have never. I don't think on any battle that I've had have I ever let any of the teams that I've ever coached or helped with or choreographed for cross a line. One of the main first things I have ever taught was the point of no return. Because when you cross that point, there's nothing you can do. And I think from a coach's perspective and a spectator, um, it just really takes the fun out of it for me. Like, give me everything you got, the kitchen sink and all, but keep it on your side. Keep it on your side. Bring it to my door, but don't enter the door. Just keep it on the porch of my house. Keep it on my porch. Because once you enter the house, that's where it kind of gets a little questionable. That's just me. So I think for me, that was the only thing I think I really, really hated this whole season. Because I think we've had 2 instances for sure of that. Where dance became more than dance. Let's keep it on the 5, 6, 7, 8, and not on the combo 1, 2. That's just me. And I think as long as we can do that, I think everybody can display what they have. I love the intensity of what everyone brings. I love the material and the choreography and the thought behind every count and calling people out. All that's cool. Like, I'm not against any of that. Let's just keep the class when it comes to the battle. Don't lose that part, because to people who don't understand our world or our realm, it starts to look ghetto. I can't even clean that up. It just looks ghetto. And you never know what sponsor, what person may want to bring you to their event. And I feel like sometimes we can cut our own ropes. They don't always understand mass band. I understand we understand it, but everyone don't understand mass band. So if I saw a program I like and then I see a clip of that, now it's like, well, do I want to bring that program? Sometimes you can close the door before it ever opens. And everybody works hard. All these programs work hard. And I'm sure if any of these programs had a chance to get sponsorship, had a chance to get some other, big opportunity, nobody would want to be turned away because a viral moment. That's just kind of where I think, but that's just me. Kaylon over on Instagram said, Nisi, laugh out loud, don't play with me. All right. We're going to go to our next clip. If nobody else has nothing to say about the moments we're not fans of, anybody else on that one? Nope. All right. We're going to keep it moving. Thank y'all, ladies. All right, y'all. We're going to go to Mississippi and watch The Mob Squad. And I just want to say that is how you battle without crossing the lines. It's the heat they bring. I ain't got to be in your face, but you gonna feel this heat, and I love it. But it's something about when Nisi did that little count right there.
I
Like,
felt that. It's like the energy through that went through the whole team.
yeah, it's
What's
like
crazy is I didn't expect them to go over there like that because we didn't practice it like that. So I told them I'm gonna turn that way. So when they walked out, because I sat down in my seat, I'm like this. But when I watched the video gave me chills every time. Like when Kashaya took off and was like, "Oh, like what's good?" Like I was like, "Oh yeah, I hate that." Like I
it
didn't
was
expect them to go over
That
there.
was
that the motion was so simple, but when I say that motion was like a spark, I don't know what it was, but when you hit it, it was like, wait a minute now, hold on. Like, and you know, Nisa, you know, we talk behind the scenes, but when I say I saw you, when I saw that part, all I could do was throw my shoe at the screen. I was like, what?
You know where y'all come from, the way y'all travel doing that damn stand.
I'm
Okay.
talking about y'all move
Baby,
so
gliding
swift on that
across
last
the-
Okay,
eight
I'm
count.
like, hold on. How's her feet still moving?
Y'all move so swift on that last 8 count. My God, you wouldn't even tell if y'all was moving or not. I would be scared if
Baby,
I was in
mine be
front of
so
y'all because y'all got in
TTG.
front of me
They
like
be
that,
so
rolling like that.
Surprise me, damn.
Look, y'all ate down. Look, Zoran over on Instagram said, if Mob not in your top three, something wrong. Something wrong. That's what he said. Okay, but that was Mob Squad, y'all. Y'all know, look, if anybody gave battle out season, Mob came battle ready. I think it's in their blood, and I think that's history of Mob, but I think it's in their blood. And this was y'all's first season back as Mob Squad.
Yeah, that was our redemption year. We became Mob Squad again.
Yeah.
And Shannon made it clear that that's what she wanted. She wanted it to be like Mob Squad. So we had a lot of pressure on us. A lot of pressure. So.
Cool. All right, next question.
It's not even your turn.
Oh, my bad. Let me stop and go back. Quay, go ahead.
All right. Next question. Shoot. All right. Do you feel there should be more events for the dancers of summer bands to participate in besides the battles? Why?
Absolutely. Because I paid with the help of people, I paid like $600 some for 3 performances. Well, 4.
Yeah, y'all paid a lot.
Okay.
$600 some
Well,
is
at
what I
least
paid
y'all
for
got to battle
J-Set.
more than once.
Okay.
For real.
That
Okay.
too. Me too. Y'all didn't get to battle more than once.
Okay.
But
Shoot.
damn. I mean, oh. Yeah, damn. $600?
Should we host a competition?
We should.
So what would y'all think if somebody was to put together? I'm gonna ask because y'all know his mind is always working. Okay,
We be
you
ready
ain't
to
gotta
dance again. Like,
so
I feel like
if somebody was to host a competition for the mass band dancers, just not like trophies and nothing, but just a straight competition. Come with your battle counts, come with your field, and whatever else we can throw in there. You think y'all teams would want to participate?
Hell yeah, because we be ready to dance again.
Absolutely.
We
only did one battle.
But
And
I guess the question is what
one.
location, because everybody's coming from so many different places.
We drove all the way to New Orleans. They better drive somewhere. Shit.
But I'm just thinking like your teams from Georgia, Alabama.
We drove all the way to New Orleans. We better drive somewhere.
H-Town.
Okay.
We can go to
Kaylin over on Instagram said the way she sent them off, baby, had me hollering. That's for Nisi. Smash Time Production says I'm cooking up one. Okay.
You always cooking something.
Come on, Smash, do your big one because I need every dollar of my uniform back again.
That right there.
And I'm pinning it up at the back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get mine tailored.
Smash Time, but you gotta make sure look, if you're gonna do a Smash Time, make sure you get the right information and the insight. This can't be like no band battle where it's just mass chaos. It's gotta be organized. These dancers, it's a different thing. We take our art seriously. So, but I know you got connections, so I'm sure you'll get it right. You said was supposed to do one the Friday before my battle, but the school was playing games.
I want to dance twice. Next week.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I do because we was. I ain't gonna lie. You know, you feel like we. I don't think we got to do everything. You know, we didn't get to put our all out there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of material that I know y'all probably had that y'all didn't get to use because I felt like at the battle y'all was at because Ma was mobbing. Because Ma was mobbing, it kind of overshadowed y'all in some senses, the band. And I think also because you had the two beasts that everybody was waiting to battle, Georgia and New Orleans, they came with 20 songs each ready to go. And everybody else came, probably with whatever the criteria was, because you gotta get on the buses and get on back or do whatever you're gonna do or go to Bourbon or whatever y'all gonna do. And because Georgia and New Orleans really is the heart of that battle, it really made it hard. And of course, my spot was like, what y'all not gonna do? Ma was like, what you not gonna do is play us. We get in this, and they definitely got in there. But I feel like there was a lot of material that didn't get. And even when you're watching the videographers, I know they tried their best. So this is not on the videographers. It's just because the battle started getting real mayhemish, which is the name. Because the mayhem started, I think it made it really hard to see what the smaller bands or the less faved bands were doing. Because it was like Mob, NOSB, GAM, and then you kind of had the other two, and then it just became NOSB and GAM. Because that battle we knew was gonna take place. That's a rivalry that's just not going nowhere. So, unfortunately. All right. So I think we got the question to that one. My question was, what is one of your favorite moments from the season? We talked about the bad. What about the good? One of your favorite moments. It doesn't have to be from your team. It doesn't have to be from, your band. So one of your-
Oh my God, when Mob did Hotep. Baby. Baby, I don't know what was in y'all system that day. But when I saw y'all coming up to the front for them 8 counts one by one, I said, "Oh, I hate to be battling them." Y'all was on 10 that day, baby. I love that video. That's definitely one of the top moments for me. Y'all was turned.
Independence was the independence, baby. For sure. I think I'm gonna do something for all the little teams that's on the call. So for Dallas, like I already said before, was the little twerk account. And yes, I don't know the count, but it's from they not like the whole what like every time I hear this song,
right
I
there.
think of you. I think of you every time.
Yep.
And I had said, this who we gotta go against. I sent it out to the chat cell, but we in trouble. But yeah. In the video we just showed Brandon. I think that was my favorite moment as far as on the team goes.
Oh yeah, baby. That moment, I don't know, but it's like you sparked something. I don't know what it was, but you could see the spark that happened. Kaylon over Instagram talking to you, Nisi. He says that's when Nisi tried to come for me on the slick, laughing my A off. I'ma get her good.
Baby, come to Dallas. It's only a 3-hour drive. Okay.
All right. Anybody else favorite moment?
Yeah, my favorite moments was definitely meeting everybody. So when you're in season for collegiate, it's just kind of a perform and go home. Y'all don't talk to each other because y'all across the way.
Get off the bike, Mookie.
Okay.
Wait, can y'all hear me now?
There you go, Boo.
Yeah.
Okay. I need stuff from the top.
Yes.
We heard
Alright.
you. But
All right. I said my favorite moments was definitely meeting everybody because when you dance in collegiate, y'all don't really see each other. You can't talk because you across the way. Your coach don't want y'all to interact. But I met everybody on his phone. They were warm. They were welcoming. It wasn't a I'm better than her type of thing. We just hit it off right away. So I really love meeting new people, expanded, who I know, making more connections.
That I second. And fangirling. I love fangirling over y'all. Like seeing y'all in person. My God.
That's so
No,
real.
seriously. That was real.
My favorite moment had to be, of course, dancing with y'all. My team because this was my first experience dancing with the collegiate team. So I had a blast. And of course, me fangirling the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, they're over there. I was having a blast, honestly.
I'm glad you pushed through and did it, girl.
I think my favorite moment is seeing Priscilla back in uniform.
Yeah. Where's she going?
Say that. I literally knew you were about to say that.
I was because, well, I ain't gonna go into the because, but I was glad. You know, we've had our conversations, but I really, really was glad to see you back in your element. I mean, we get to see you behind the scenes, but to see you walk out there in uniform, give Priscilla, just be you, to walk back out there in the crowd, you know, and honestly, and I say this, you know, with a grain of salt, but face your fear. I know that you're not scared of nothing, but to face your fear, to put yourself back out there amongst the people and just go for it. And I knew that it would turn on, but I think the thing was when Quay had the neck issue, and she danced her way through that. So kudos to Quay for dancing through the thing. Kudos, because baby, if we wouldn't have known, we wouldn't have known. But baby, you did that. You made it look good. But Priscilla, the camera, I don't remember whose camera. It might have been Smash Time or Trent T. But one of them had a view where when she saw it go down and she saw you hold it, you could see Priscilla like she inched up and she was ready, like she was on go. Like whenever she moved, we on it. So it on the video, although I know it's probably not your favorite moment because it happened to you, Quay. It was a moment, like, because you get to really see, like, one, Quay's professionalism to complete what she started throughout the piece, but to see Priscilla tag team in and just turn up with no problem, like she didn't miss a beat, and it just created this moment for me. So for me,
and she went right into the next count after doing the count.
You're right, but for me, I take it personally because I know some of y'all off screen, and it just for me that was my favorite moment, to see Priscilla walk back out there. I was happy. I was real proud of you. And Niecy too. But Priscilla so good. But I know me and Niecy have talked about it since, so I already knew what Niecy was going through. Hold on. We got some comments over here. So Kaylon said on Instagram, but no, for real, my favorite moment was seeing familiar faces of current girls and girls that graduated. It was nice seeing their passion for dance is still thriving. And then Kaylin also said, yep, I screamed and hollered when I seen my Scylla. And I saw one of the fans on one of your things talking about Scylla still the killer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was like, look, the people still love, so I love the love that you got. So that was really good. All right, any other favorite moments before we go to our next clip? Nope.
Baby. Yeah, hold on. Hey, listen, you're not putting this in here. You ain't got no favorite moment. You ain't got nothing. You on mute, baby.
Oh, you on mute.
I just think like the band culture itself, like just listening to other bands, watching other dancers get the dance. Like I was just in awe at everybody. I was just loving everybody.
Well,
my also favorite moment was when she did that aerial to that whatever she did. Her little A count. Anytime the Jules do a little A and do a split jump.
Baby.
But that aerial just hit so different because it was too
so bad. I thought I did my little 1-2 out, my little chill until death drop. Went back and looked at the clips. I said, oh, that's some battles out here. Okay.
That was bad. I ain't gonna lie.
And did it effortlessly. Like you ain't even know what happened.
It was the no prep for me.
On the dance floor, a beast. On the live, she's so quiet. I mean, I love it, but I'm just saying, it's like you see the different personalities. Her dance personality and her just right here is just a different personality. But I love it because it shows you the other side of somebody. Like she's really quiet. She reminds me. Well, never mind. We're gonna go on, but she reminds me of somebody. All right.
What was I gonna say?
Okay, that's all the comments from Instagram. All right, we're going to our next video, y'all.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. We are going to the boot. You know, we had several teams in the boot. All right, and we're gonna look at the regulators. All right, we are taking it to the regulators. Here we
Nigga spot, Marvin.
all right, y'all. That was the regulators from what are they out of? What Appaloosa? What is the town they out of Louisiana? Is it Appaloosa?
Baton
Smash
Rouge.
Time. Who?
It's Baton Rouge, I think.
Oh, okay. Thank you, because I can't keep up with where everybody's from. But yeah, so that is the regulators, y'all. Good job to the regulators. Always clean. I think they always have material. They always come material ready. Uniforms are always really on point as well. Visuals. Visuals are always there. Regulators will give you some great visuals. So I know why they are on the high list of a lot of people. Good job. I personally, just one caveat, this is nothing against regulators. I would love to see smaller numbers. It's a lot to look at in numbers, especially against a band that's not that big. So it's a lot to look at against numbers. I think it was about 20 of them based on what I counted. I think it was roughly around 20. I would have loved to see maybe a good 12. Not that nobody wasn't carrying their weight. I think visually, I just would have loved to see 12. I think it would have made it easier to see all the movements, the combos, everything that they gave. Because after a while, it gets a lot of people, so it makes it hard to really see everything, unless you're really just focusing on one person. That's just me. That's just me. But other than that, regulators always do a great job. They always, I know they're one of the teams that everybody want to battle because they're gonna always bring the choreography and the material. So that always makes it fun. All right. Let's see, Quay. Next question. You're on mute. You're on mute.
That's why you couldn't hear me.
Okay.
Okay, my bad. Okay, so let's talk about uniforms. What did you guys think about uniforms this summer?
And you can also put in what you would like to see from uniforms in the future. So you can say that question either way: what you saw or what you would like to see going forward.
Like, for example, I need that blue uniform, blue and silver, with the fringe on the side of my legs. I need that in my car.
I love that uniform. I love that uniform.
I need that right now. How I get it?
I think all the uniforms this season was good though. I think all the uniforms this season was good. I mean, we all were capable, to have a second dress change, but
okay.
Listen, season y'all better catch up.
Okay.
But no, I agree. I do feel like everybody's uniform was really on point. I love how every uniform from the season throughout every team really like complimented what their style is and what it what it portrays them out to be. I do love that. So
we better second.
Maybe in the future, I love like Mob how y'all got that warm up the bra set. I would love that was tea. I feel like that's something that every team should have because that's so tea to me. That's so tea and it's so convenient.
Yes, like have our little meet the band things. Those are like perfect for.
Yes, say it again.
Yeah, we should have had a shirt.
I think Shannon made us a lot of cup uniforms. She made us these racer bags. We had got a bra, and I think we had got a t-shirt, and we had got the towels made with the who's scared on there and out, and then your name and your position and stuff.
That's so
that why y'all stuff for $600 shit.
Yeah.
For real. That explains everything.
Money well spent.
I got a bag too.
We did. Actually, I take that back. That was my highlight of the summer band season because when we got them bags, I literally fainted because I couldn't get a bag on J6. I had to bring a Walmart sack, or we had to share the drawstring bags my time. So when Scylla and them came in, they was getting bags, and we were hating because we never got one. So that was my first official bag on a squad ever. I was in awe. So yeah.
Well, damn, I love it. Shit, that was nice.
It's little things sometimes.
I'm finna say, I like the black that y'all wore for Georgia. I thought that was chic. It was just sexy. So, and I think I'm sexy. So, yeah, I can see me in there too. I can see me in there.
I'll ship it to you, girl.
Okay, look, yeah.
I think I loved Regulators' first uniform. That white one.
Oh, that white one was so sweet.
That white one was everything.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie though. I like Florida Lease when they had that gray uniform.
The gray one.
Yes, that one was cute.
That gray was sexy.
And it popped out with that drowning routine. I said, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That was real cute. That was hot.
Yeah, I was just gonna say my top 3 uniforms probably this season would have been Mob would have probably been my favorite. The main uniform, I think that was my favorite. I think the white from Regulators will be my second favorite. I like white period. So white is such a clean look, and it made them look really good. I think it complemented the team well and complemented with that particular day. And I think I would definitely say this one hard. because I do like the gray from NOASB from Florida Lee, and I like the ponytail. I think the ponytail really ate with the uniform.
Yeah.
Uh, but dang, I like that tiger print in red from Gam too. It was cute. It came in. I was like, oh, they got the animal on. Okay, wait a minute now, hold up. So those two are like a top a third for me, but I really did. But I think those are my top three ish uniforms of the season. I think those really ate.
I think our uniform ate too. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
was gonna say honorable mention.
I wasn't expecting, but I expected. Okay, it really ate. It did.
See,
Materials, especially at night, it was just shining. It was just so well made.
Yes, it complimented the field lights. Like, what uniform compliment the field lights?
and see, I wasn't even including Dallas because it looks biased. I mean, I know the designer, so it would look. But
But the color
kudos.
was T. You ain't never seen the lime green, the turquoise blue, and the silver on the uni before. I don't think. I don't
Yeah, y'all
recall.
stuck out. Y'all definitely stuck out. Y'all definitely made y'all name known. Y'all stuck out.
Designed
So
by
kudos to the
Quay.
design maker. Kudos to the design maker. The design maker. The uniform was T. I love it. I just don't want to be biased. So I wasn't going to include y'all.
Boy,
But I do. But you knew I love the uniform.
I know.
So that
You
was
kept talking about. You kept talking. So, oh, you gonna Carrie gonna let you wear that? You ain't got no
I did.
choice.
Y'all, I was taking pictures of her in the uniform when y'all first got it. Like when y'all could actually try it on. And baby, the body was bodying. I said, "Ooh, Quay." I said, "Quay, you can't go out there like that." I said, "Everything's gonna be out."
I can't help
Like
it.
I was really like, Quay, like the body was bodying. But look, I ain't gonna lie though. That red and tiger
Yeah.
print with Ferrier.
Okay.
Hashtag
You know,
need that.
you know I'm coming over
Baby,
there.
Need that.
Baby, look, that picture I put on the flyer down there. Hold on, down there at the flyer. You can't see you down on the flyer. That picture on the flyer. Oh, I gotta put this picture because baby, the body is bodying. You can't see it because
Okay.
I'm the name, but the
No, I
body is.
said
Oh,
I
I
ain't
know.
better than no man when it come to Ye or Quay, because I was just like,
Ain't
oh my
better.
god,
Yeah, got
Hold on,
Ye got Ye
right
on
there,
stage.
right
okay.
there, in the red, in the red. Oh, baby, look at it.
Okay.
Even right there in a small picture, the body is bodying.
Lord, Lord.
Okay.
The body is bodying. I was like, oh my god. I said, why her body got a body like that?
Shout out to my grandma.
She said my grandma.
That's what she said.
It skipped my mama and went straight to me. I hope she ain't watching.
She understands. It's okay. Okay.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go to our next video. Y'all are funny. We're gonna go to our next video clip, y'all. We got a few minutes left, so let's try to wipe out these last few teams that we haven't cut, and then I definitely have another question right after this video. We're gonna keep it in Louisiana, and we're gonna go to Fleur de Lis. I hope I said that name right. Fleur de Lis. We're gonna go to them and watch their presentation. This is one of my highlight moments of the season as well. Came from him. All right, here we go. Sorry, y'all, I had to share the video. Let me start that back. I don't want to do them dirty. I thought I was sharing it. My bad. Let me go back. Here we go. All right, y'all. That was Florida Lee, the dancing Florida Lee from they're New Orleans. All right. One of my favorite moments of the season. I definitely give them their tea there. That was a really good. I like to call that. I think the way the band came in with that little fanfare at the beginning and it just really turned the energy up from note one. That's the way to start off a battle. Love that.
I definitely agree. I like that moment from them as well. The uniform is definitely T.
Yeah, real good uniforms. All right, real quick question because I've heard this kind of in the chatter. Do you think auditions are necessary for the summer band?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Immediately, yes. Absolutely, yes. Extraordinary, yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Auditions at the beginning and auditions throughout, for routines and stuff.
I second that.
I
I think
third.
my bad. I feel like the auditions is about that should be on the same caliber as how serious you take collegiate level teams. That should be the only thing that just compare to what's that fine line between summer and in season. It's that audition. Real bad. And cuts throughout the season.
Agreed. No takebacks. No add-ons.
Early auditions at that.
Say it
It
one more
is
time, Corey. I think I missed it. My fault.
no takebacks or no add-ons. It is what it is. The day of. You miss it. Sorry. Unless we have just so happen to have a second audition, you miss it. Sorry. That's not fair to the people who did audition. And like I said, it's only a month. We only had a month. So it was no time to be trying to consider the liabilities and all of that. So yeah.
Okay. Um, I think Ferrier said it. She said the caliber of the collegiate team. I think that was her that said that. It has to be the same caliber of the collegiate team. Because I was just gonna ask, um, which I think it was necessary, only because I know some people like it's summer band, it is what it is. And so my thought process was, they'd be like, oh, it's just stands. But a lot of those teams actually did a field or a mini field show that I saw, or something that gave field-ish show. It may have been a blended stand field, but a lot of the teams did give a field, and some of the fields, honestly, and I wanted to say this, some of these teams in summer band honestly look better than some of the teams from the collegiate world. And I don't mean no shade to any team. I'm just saying like the caliber of cleanliness, perfected, the delivery, it really, really eats compared to like some of what we see in the regular football season. Get granted, the football season is longer. Y'all got week to week back, so it's hard to just have a good week every week. But just seeing, one or two good battles, some of these teams come really, really prepared. And it just really, really looks good. And you could take that team and move them right into a football season and attach them to a band because they just look really, really good. So my 2 cents. All right, audience. If you got any final questions, anything you want to add, please go ahead and start putting it in. We are getting close to the end of our show. We trying to just finish these last few teams we have not shown. So I'm going to go ahead and move us right into our next video so that we can make sure we show love to all teams because we are not shady. All right. We are going over to North Carolina, and this is the North Carolina Elite Diamonds. All right. So I'm sorry.
Play the video.
Did anything come from me?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. North Carolina Elite Diamonds. Sorry. Okay, y'all. That was North Carolina Elite Diamonds from North. Oh, I say North Carolina already. All right. Another new team that I believe and a new band program that popped out there. Enjoyed the program. I like what I saw. I really like what I saw from them. I think the band sounded good and the dance team definitely popped out. You know, they wasn't trying to be nobody else. I think they started. They had their own style. They knew how they wanted to present, and I think they did what they needed to do.
Yeah, they're definitely on the rise of becoming who they are. So I like them too.
Yeah, because they had that one girl that had that moment where she was shaking it. I said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
hey, down."
big. Yeah, go sit down. Go sit down. Okay. Shoot. Do y'all have any questions or anything to say specifically? Okay. Uh, well,
Um, there is a question we still haven't done. There you go.
what do you hope to see next year in Summer Band?
I feel like this is a really hard question because I've seen so many good things this year. Like I expect to see the same thing, but like on an elevated level, since everyone would know more so to say how summer band goes and how to battle and what should and should not happen in battles and stuff. So
Okay.
I definitely hope to see. We already talked about this earlier, but just when it comes down to crowd control, having crowds a designated area of where they need to be at when it's time for the battle. Please get out of my way, baby. Just move to the side, please.
Please. Because we're not doing
I do not want to fight you over a little 8 count when you was in my way. Like, no.
Okay.
I second that motion. I feel like they get way too close. They so far on y'all that it's not even just to get their own little media. I'm like, that's what all the cameramen are for. You don't even have to record nothing. They're gonna get the footage. You know what I'm saying? I can understand getting a clip or something here or there, but it's like they be trying to record y'all on top of the cameraman. I'm like, y'all are blocking the way for the professionals. And you see the cameraman running back and forward, trying to get everything to get the stuff for y'all, and then y'all in the way. So
Yeah.
I agree. Anybody else? Want to see? Want to see? Nope. All right. Next video.
Events for us.
You said what?
I definitely want us to do more things outside of just the battles. Like I said, this is not only when I think about summer band, I don't know, we had high school girls dancing with us. So this is an opportunity to like kind of bridge them into going into college. You know, that's what I look at it like. So I hope to put them in more areas where they are able to see, oh, it's not just like this here. It's like this there. Oh, they dance like this here. Because a lot of times the babies don't get to see that. So yeah, I would like for them to see more of this.
Cool. All right. So I'm gonna put the next video up. I guess get ready to answer that question I told you about. We're gonna start starting our closeout process. We got 3 bands left. So as we go between videos, I'm gonna ask a couple of y'all to answer the question. So in case for my 2 that did not get the jump on probably when I said it, the question is gonna be, what do you feel the state of the auxiliary is in current day that can be beyond mass band? What do you feel the state of the auxiliary is in today's time? That does not have to be limited to dance. That can be twirl, flag, streamers, rifles, sabers, anything that you may be aware of. So whatever your current feeling is, we'll be asking each one of you to answer that question. All right. So I'll have the first three answer shortly after this video. All right. We're gonna go ahead and go back to Louisiana, and we're gonna look at 337. All right, y'all. Here we go. All right. Okay. So we're gonna start with asking our closing out questions about what is the state of the auxiliary. I'm going to give the floor. I'm gonna start at the top of the screen. So we'll start with Nisi. What do you think the state of the auxiliary is for you today in current time?
I would say I feel like it's going in a great direction. The only way I feel like it'll proceed going that way is if everybody has an open mind for what the girls or guys, if you want to bring this summer band into the conversation as well. If people are open into what new ideas they're trying to be and not so stuck into what the traditional matters and times are. I think I said that the last time I was on here, but that's really like my main thing when it comes to the auxiliary. But I think it's going well. I hope people continue to find a love for dance like I did, and you know, keep putting their talents and passion into it and keep it going.
Cool. Thank you, Nisi. We're gonna move right over to Atea. What is your opinion of the state of the auxiliary?
A little bit of what Nisi said, but I feel like it's going well. It's doing good. It's moving. It's thriving. It's evolving in a way that it feels good. It's very entertaining, and I love that people are continuing to do their passion of whatever they decide that they want to do. Um, I just feel like sometimes we should be a little bit more open minded to all of the creativity and the auxiliaries, like no matter what it is, or like you said earlier, no matter what team or what person is on what or who's doing what, like just be open minded because at the end of the day, we all here for one thing. Y'all are here for one thing, which is dance, and we all love it. So let's just continue to be reminded that we're only here for dance. So let's continue to evolve our passion and our talents, which is dance and not nothing else. So yeah.
Awesome answer. And we're gonna ask Tariana. said it right, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so from a
great.
dance perspective, I think that it's moving past a passion thing and it's more towards a performance thing. Like, are you dancing because you need an opinion from the audience or because that's what you like to do? And then from a spectator's perspective, I think it's moving past a performance thing and it's more like an opinionated thing. Like, I'm not watching it because I really like to see people dance. I'm watching it because I want to have something to say, give them pointers, give them critiques, tell them where they're wrong, you know? So I think that's the state for me.
Awesome. Okay. We're gonna move into our next video. And this is gonna be from GTA. Real quick. And then we'll go to our next group of people. All right. This is GTA. I believe they also come from Louisiana, but I'm not for sure what part.
One, two, fill it up. One, two, ready, and.
You're muted.
I'm just talking. My bad. All right, so that was GTA out of Louisiana. I was saying Niecy had to leave. She had to take care of something real quick, but we thank her. You know, we're at the end of our show. We thank her for staying as long as she could. All right. So I do want to just shed a quick light on GTA, real quick. I know that's pretty much an all high school program. So kudos to them for one coming and showing up and doing what they do, whether you like what they presented or not. I kudos anybody who come out there to compete against those summer bands because I know that's not easy. Okay, especially when you already know you're probably not the fave. What I would like to see from GTA is someone working with them so they can have original material to bring to the battle for the dancers. I'm pretty sure they're high schools, so they're probably using the count book that they already had, but just so they can have something that will give summer band energy and not collegiate season energy. That's all. That's my only critique. I mean, I still kudos them. I think they did the best they could do. I don't know what they had to do to get there, but we could definitely tell that band is a developing band or a developing program. So I give them kudos. I like what they did. You know, that takes courage to be out there against all them heavy hitters, and they still did their thing. They stayed in their box. So hey, good job to GTA for showing up and doing what you do. All right, just work on your material lab. That's all. All right, going into the next because she's on top of my screen now. We're gonna go to Priscilla, Stilla the Killer. What is your state of the auxiliary?
Um, so I kind of, well, not kind of, I do agree that we are in like this transitioning stage and it's always like evolving. I like that we're seeing more inclusivity all around when it comes to
different skin tones or different body shapes, different genders and identities. I feel like we're allowing dance to just be dance. We're all unifying for one thing. And so I feel like the state of auxiliary is just evolving.
Okay. It's a good answer.
All righty. Good answer. All right. We're going to go to Ferrier. What is your state of the auxiliary?
Oh, jump, my bad. uh, so I really feel like the state of well, my viewpoint for the state of auxiliary, I definitely feel like um it's going in a very revolutionary way. Like it's going down like a whole like what's the word I'm looking for? It just has like a future of its own. I feel like everything that we look at as tradition and like 8 counts what we came up off of, it's not the same no more. It's way more intricate. It's way more details. It's so much more thought put into it on top of basic technique is now like increasing. You know what I'm saying? Like now you got to know how to do a front walkover and a back walkover
Yeah.
and
Okay.
basically head pop up a backflip. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the state auxiliary is definitely going in a futuristic way. Like it's going down a futuristic path that I'm so here for. And also I love how the state of auxiliary today is being more inclusive when it comes to all genders. Like I really love how accepting it is for male dancers to share that same passion and have it on the same playing field as with women, because at the end of the day, like Scylla said, like we're all here for this unified thing in this dance. So I love the direction that it's going in, and I'm just here for it. I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like 10 years from now. I'm sure it's gonna be crazy.
Man, because it's become a thing. It's
It's gonna be
definitely
so
become
crazy.
a thing. All right, we're gonna move. Thank you, Ferrier. We're gonna move to Kiara. What is your state of the auxiliary?
I'm gonna have to agree with Priscilla and Yay because you know being a dancer myself, I've always been of a larger size. I'm just happy for the inclus, you know the word, yeah,
Inclusivity.
yes.
Hmm.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay. Cool, cool. All right. Well, we got one video clip left. I want to thank everyone that came on the panel today. Y'all are welcome to stay behind the scenes, but we're going to lower y'all down and I'm going to show the last video clip. And me and Quay are going to get ready to close out the show. Y'all give it up again for everyone who came out to represent all the different teams, those who have had different experience. Thank you, Ataya. Thank you, Kai. Thank you, Kiara. Thank you, Scylla. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you, Nisi, for coming on, for giving all of your thoughts, your opinions, and making this a safe space to just express your opinion without, guilt or charge of fault. We appreciate that. I'm sure you shed a light to other people, and as people continue to watch and get what we provide, they'll get to understand that this is a safe space. We get to share our opinions, the good, bad, the ugly, and different. Talk about it on a real level, and keep pushing dance and all auxiliary, twirl and color guard forward. That's the goal, and that's what we want to do. I love all of y'all. I'm gonna drop y'all down, but again, you can stay in if you want to. But thank y'all for being on. Quay, we're gonna watch this last video, and then we're gonna give our closing thoughts.
Bye, y'all. See y'all later.
Thank you.
All right, here we go, y'all. This is gonna be the Dallas team, the Dallas Legion, and this is the Emerald Diamonds of the Legion.
Emerald Diamonds. Come out. Pause.
Start it over. Start it over. Start all of it over.
You from Dallas. How you gonna do that?
I didn't even notice I said that. My bad. Thank you for catching that. I really was just I was trying to do three things over here. My bad. The Emerald Leash. Y'all forgive me. That was no shade. That was no shade. I did good all night and get to the home team and still mess it up. I did good. I was so proud of myself. Got you excited. I'm sorry, y'all. Rewind, erase, replay. Y'all, we are now watching the Dallas Legion's Emerald Elites dance team. I'm
There
so
we go.
sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Please don't wring my neck. I'm sorry. Look, I gotta look at
Right.
gems and diamonds and stones and rubies. It's been a lot. All right, y'all. Here we go.
Hey, that's how it's supposed to sound, yeah.
Ooh, that's the trash talk for me. Ooh, it was the trash
Okay.
talk. It was
Baby,
the
Rick,
trash talk for me. All right, y'all.
baby,
Oh, look,
no
wait.
bag.
This was a really good episode. I am so glad that we could do this and bring this again and have a chance to speak with different team members from different teams to be able to see that they enjoy other teams and just to see that even though it may look like a rivalry on the field, it's all love. It's
All
all
love.
love. What are your closing thoughts, Quay?
First off, Priscilla ain't got no bag. Baby, what? Taya has energy out of this world, baby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She just give me camera sex. Camera sex. I definitely enjoy my team. Like in practice, outside of practice, whatever. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of everybody. And to be real, we don't get like this is all out of love for dance. So the fact that we have all these ladies and men who want to come and do this just to do it because you don't get no scholarship, you don't get paid, you don't get nothing out of it but to perform. That's how you know people really love what they do. And this is speaking for band and for auxiliaries. So yes, this was beautiful. Like she said, it's probably gonna be crazy in 10 years, but as long as we keep it going, that's all I care about. Build it up, build it up, build it up. I enjoyed this. This was great. Conversation was great. Love to hear other people's opinions. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right. Look, I think this really helped to bring some light on some things. I do hate that we didn't have a member from every team. We only get so many people on the screen, but I do appreciate those who came. You never know. We can maybe have a part two and get the other people we didn't see. Who never knows? I mean, we'll see what happens. But with that being said, y'all, look, it is time for, you know, it is time. We should be back next week. We'll
We will
talk.
be back next week. What you got to do?
I have a clash of conflict around the same time.
Okay. We may not be back next week. Hold on,
I
y'all.
mean, Quay could be back next
May
week.
not. We. WP. Okay.
Sorry, y'all. I have a clash of an event that I promised I would be at, and it clashes with our time. So I'm gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna see what we can do. So I don't know yet. We'll see what we can do. But if not, we may be able to change our time maybe next week. I don't know. We'll have to see what Quay's availability is.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll give y'all a different time frame. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll let y'all know. Y'all
We'll
just
see.
stay.
We're gonna try to stay. We're gonna try to stay true to our schedule, but y'all know it's hard planning around a Sunday night, and we have been very faithful to it. Very faithful to it, baby. Because look, Sundays for me are long. I'm way too really. Honestly, when you be on your normal stuff, your Sundays are long too. Our Sundays are really, really long. So anyway, y'all, we appreciate and love everything that y'all have done. Thank each and everybody. Again, hopefully nobody takes this, our critiques, our thoughts, or opinions as shade. That is not what it is. It is just us giving our unfiltered thought, opinion. It's a safe space. We just want to be able to express what we see, what we think, and how we feel. Again, thanks to all the teams that made this summer season what it was. We want to thank Blue Heat of Memphis, Fleur de Lis of New Orleans, Sophisticated Jewels of Georgia, the Regulators of Baton Rouge, DTA of Louisiana, I don't know what part, 337 of Elite Gems of Louisiana, I'm not for sure what part, North Carolina Elite Diamonds, the Mob Squad, Alabama Sensations, LLI and their dancers, and of course, the Dallas Legion Emerald Elites. Thank y'all for a wonderful summer season. I think this season definitely gave what it needs to give. I think that the energy, the creativity is there. And really, this only means that next summer, it's going to come harder. Okay? It's going to come harder, and y'all got to go even more. Okay? Keep the class and dance. Don't cross the imaginary line. Bring it to the porch. Don't walk in the house. And, hey, let's see some more great. I hope to see the same energy carry right on into the football season this year. And don't forget that there is a Battle of the Bands coming right around the corner with the Prairie View A&M University and the Black Foxes, and the Marching Storm, as well as Texas Southern University, Ocean of Soul Band, and the Motion of the Ocean. So I hope that y'all will tune in. Maybe we'll even get to do some review on what we see from that early.
That is an early battle, baby.
Early season battle. And I wonder what this means for Labor Day Classic, because they see each other right out the gate.
Right.
So what does this mean?
Who knows? What are they trying to do?
I don't know, but they are definitely walking us right into football season. Okay. So look, we're going to enjoy. Thank y'all so much for all that you have done. Look, don't forget to check out all of the things that we have going on. Remember that you can catch us on Spotify. You can watch us on Spotify. The rebroadcasts go up Monday morning, 8 a.m., as well as you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, where you can listen to us on your Apple Podcasts while you're running, driving, walking, and doing all the things at work safely. And you can search us on those two by state of the auxiliary podcast. You'll be able to find us there. I always feel back to go back and replay on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Don't forget to go over to the Facebook page and subscribe, y'all. Subscribe to the Facebook page. We want to be able to go back live on the Passion Performance Facebook page, but with Facebook's new rules, we don't have enough subscribers. All right. So if you would do us a favor, go over there really quick, hit the like or subscribe button on the Passion in Performance. We have put it on Reels. It's posted on all of our pages. Just go over there and get those numbers up so that we can go live again on the Facebook Passion in Performance bands.
Page.
So with that being said, you're messy. With that being said, y'all, don't forget coming in July, just again for those who may have missed it at the very top of the show, we want to make sure that y'all keep in mind that Quay will be doing again her free classes. That is the Feel Yourself free advanced stands. That is going to be July 28th. That's from 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. That's the second class. It'll be located at the Duncanville Fieldhouse. And before the Feel Yourself Advanced Stance class, where you're going to work out, so bring water and a towel, you're going to need to go to this class to be prepared. That is going to be from 1:30 p.m. to 2:30. It's just 1 hour, but Quay is going to really make sure those muscles are opened up and that you are limber for the Advanced Stance class, or you can just get stretched if you be stretched out. All right. So this is Duncanville Fieldhouse. Again, it's going to be free, FREE, to go there. Okay. Free. Thank everybody again for coming and watching the Summer Mass Band 2024 podcast talk and review of what we saw. You only got to see a couple of clips, so go out and run it up for Smash Time. Go out and run it up for Trent T, A1 Media, and any of the other videographers that have went out there and captured any of the footage of these gorgeous ladies and gentlemen doing what they do. We appreciate each and every dancer, each and every person that sacrificed for us to have some Summer Band content. All right, we're going to leave out of here with you right now. So, deuces.
Bye.
Brandon's Choreography is back in business. That's right, the award-winning choreographer Brandon, whose choreography has been filmed on Lifetime's hit TV show Bring It, is back in business. From stand counts, twirling, color guard, and many, many more things, Brandon is available for you. Oh yes, I'm not only stuck to majorette. I can do dance, liturgical, lyrical, jazz, hip-hop, and many, many more things. I even train drum majors. So, hit the QR code today and book Brandon's Choreography.